Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up.
Charlamagne, Tagoe.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning. Jess Hilarious. I absolutely love your sweatshirt, and you know that already.
Absolutely. I know. That's why I got it.
That's what you got it?
Yes, this is the same Harriet Tubman picture that's hanging up in his house as soon as you walk in the foyer.
That is
it's
a fact.
bigger than anything in his house. So, yes. And then the back. Look at the back.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Right,
hard.
yes.
What brand is that, you know?
No, one of my fans made it for me.
That's hard.
In
That's
honor
dope.
of
I love that.
Black History Month.
Black History Month.
That's
yeah,
dope.
so
That
really,
is
really
dope.
dope.
You know
Yes.
that's Lil Duval cousin, too.
Who, Harriet Tubman?
Harriet Tubman, yeah.
You know she's from Baltimore?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's from Baltimore.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Did I know that? I don't know. I didn't know
Yes.
that. I didn't know. I never thought about where Harriet Tubman was from.
Yep, tell B that so we can tell the people.
Tell me that so you can tell them. Yes, it is Black History Month. Salute to everybody. Of course, you know, this weekend at American Dream Mall, I'm doing our family
Lord.
reunion. It's a free event all weekend long. Well, I should say 11 a.m. on Saturday to 7 p.m. And there's going to be a host of things. There's going to be panels. There's going to be discussions, performances. We're going to be double dutching it. The double dutch crew's bringing teaching kids how to do double dutch. They're going to be doing expungements, so teaching people how to get things off of their
that's cool.
their record.
Well, you can't do that on your own. You got to.
No, it's panels. It's panels.
Yeah,
It's different panels.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
I can't do that. No. It's different. No, it's different panels where they're going to be talking, helping people. There's going to be an HBCU panel talking about HBCU schools. Fetty Wap is going to be talking about being in the industry with a disability and how that has affected him. Zeddy Will is going to be, of course, he's a young kid. He's doing amazing out there. He's going to be talking about how he went from the streamer life to an artist. And
I think what you're doing is amazing, but will you be explaining why, as a Dominican, you're doing this during Black History Month when it is also Dominican Heritage Month as well? Why aren't you doing anything for your people?
Oh, it is.
I'm not Dominican. I am black. So it's a free event. So come on out. It's 11 to 7. I got some dance classes, some black-owned dance schools. They'll be dancing. My kids will actually be dancing. So if you wanted to see the snippet I posted online, they'll be doing the full dance. There's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a huge family reunion. Black-owned vendors.
What kind of dances they're going to be doing? Bachata? What's it called, Red? Bachata? Bachata?
No, Brooklyn is doing Tina Turner, and can't remember the young ladies. London is doing the young lady, the young black girl that spoke, did the poem at Joe Biden's inauguration. I can't think of her name. Can't think of the young lady's name, but she did a poem. And my daughter does a dance to it, and she could piece to that poem. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
This cultural appropriation is crazy.
What?
You need to put up your 23andMe African ancestry results before you start doing stuff
shut
like
up.
this. This don't even feel right, okay?
I'm not talking
crazy
to you. I'm not talking to you. Now,
crazy.
today on the show from the Carolinas, DaBaby will be joining us.
My guy,
Yes.
704.
Baby has a new album called Be More Grateful. We'll talk to DaBaby.
That's
Ain't
right.
going on tour, y'all. Make some noise.
Woo!
Oh, my God. Come on, it's too early in the show for y'all to be doing that.
They made noise. People listening in the car made noise.
Yes.
They did. I didn't know you wanted the room to make noise.
Yeah, because I'm excited. I'm excited to see him back on the stage.
Yes.
Nah, that's my
So,
guy, man. Salute to the baby. And Pastor Michael Todd and Natalie Todd will be joining us. You know the movie Relationship Goals that Method Man and Kelly Rowland star in is based off Pastor Todd's book, Relationship Goals, How to Win at Dating, Marriage, and Sex. So he'll be here to talk about that. Also, furthermore, I want to tell y'all, don't call up here with no J. Cole reviews. That album came out 5 hours ago.
It's early. Yeah,
and it's
6
an
hours ago.
hour
It's
and
early.
41 minutes long. So ain't no way.
You can't dive into it. You can't dive into it. You can't, because it's too soon.
I woke up this morning, Nyla gonna text me, you listening? I look at the time, it was 12:04. What make you think your unk is up at 12:04 listening to
J. Cole
or any rap music? Like how dare you disrespect me like that?
I drove in listening to it, and I couldn't get past. It was 8 songs. I think 8, 9 songs because you don't have much time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's 12. The first track is 12. So
12 songs.
I finished the first 12.
I listened to the first one.
But
too.
I don't want to hear no reviews. I'm not giving no reviews. How can you give a review and you only heard half the project?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm sure Trav
relax.
that calls. I'm sure he heard it.
His fans have
I'm sure he heard it
listened.
4 or
They
5 times.
and
Yeah,
listened.
absolutely.
I don't want to hear them either because they still got a little. Never mind. So I started
Stop it.
I know.
Stop it. Be
I
nice.
started to say a word. I couldn't even think of a pleasant word to say.
Well, don't think it. We're gonna play something off the album
So
right now.
rude.
This is Who the F Is You? All right, here it is
like
right
this.
now.
He samples Mobb Deep, drop a gem
on. Yes, he does.
Tough.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Front page news is next. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. That was off of J. Cole's Fall Off album.
Once again, don't call in here with no reviews. That album just came out 5 hours ago, and it's an hour and 41 minutes. I only got to listen to disc 1. I don't want to hear none of y'all reviews yet because y'all ain't even give it a chance to sit. Okay? Give it a weekend.
They're so excited. They don't care.
Give it a weekend, man, before you jump out the window with your reviews. Okay?
All right. Well, let's get in some front page news. This Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. All right, the game is at 6:30. Seahawks versus the Patriots. 6:30 is game time, Eastern time. They're playing in Levi Stadium on the West Coast in the Bay Area. So we'll see who y'all got. Who you got?
Patriots.
Charla?
I don't give a damn. It's another year my Cowboys not in it. I could care less. Okay?
You should be used to it by now.
I got Bad Bunny. That's who I got. Go ahead, Bad Bunny.
Patriots.
Bad Bunny gonna win the Super Bowl.
I want
That's the real battle. Bad Bunny versus Ice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the real battle. Who's gonna win that battle?
Who's gonna win that?
Mimi, what's up, Mimi?
Good morning. I have the Seahawks. It's close to Alaska, so Seattle, Alaska.
There's nothing close to Alaska.
Be nice.
So is that the team that everybody in Alaska likes? Like they all go for the Seahawks?
That's exactly the team that everybody. Yep. The Seahawks. So we'll see what happens. Go Seahawks.
How are you, Mimi? Mimi's been in Minnesota all week on the ground, doing investigative journalism, boots on the ground in Minnesota. What happened there, Mimi?
Yes, I have been on the ground in Minnesota all week long. I spoke to a lot of different people, but this morning we're going to play some of the interviews from some of the people that I spoke to, including Attorney General Keith Ellison. I sat down with him one-on-one. He's also running for re-election. We went to a few polling places. And so I want to play you some of what we spoke about. I spent the last several days, as I said, with him, and I began by asking him about the pressure this operation is placing on the city. I'm talking about Operation Metro Surge and how it's stretching resources and forcing local agencies to respond in ways they weren't prepared for. Let's listen to that answer.
They're costing our state money. They're hurting our economy. And so I sued over this. If you take Pam Bondi's letter, she wrote a letter to our governor saying, turn over these items, including your voter information, and maybe things can go back, the chaos can end. And we're like, okay, so this is what this is all about. I am in litigation with the Department of Justice on every item she demanded from us. Basically what the federal government is saying, what they cannot get through a court, what they're not legally entitled to receive from a court, they're just going to stick a gun in our face and say, hand it over.
Damn.
That's what's going on. And I know your listeners are like, oh, come on, Keith, you're being dramatic. No, they're not just dropping one gun in our face. They're dropping 3,500 guns in our face. So I say to anybody across America, they may not be gangster in your neighborhood right now, but they will be, because Trump and them gave them, in the big ugly bill this summer, $75 billion plus another 10 with no guardrails.
Yeah, with no guardrails. And so also from there, we talked about accountability, specifically whether the state has any legal pathway to pursue action after the death of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. I know a lot of people have been asking, what can the state do? And he wanted you guys to know it's limited, but here's what he had to say.
I think the federal government is engaged in a cover-up. And I don't say that lightly. So if you talk about the Renee Good matter, they refused the state investigators access to the scene. They thereby trampled the scene and undermined it. Then they took possession of things like bullet casings, the gun, and the car. The president, vice president, and the Secretary of Homeland Security exonerate Jonathan Ross and call the victim a domestic terrorist. What can you conclude other than they do not want anyone, including the state, to get to the truth? Look, as a prosecutor, I'm not at liberty to say everything that we're doing, but I can tell your audience this. There is no statute of limitations on murder. Number two, there is no absolute immunity for federal agents who commit crimes in a state. State authorities can prosecute anyone who commits a crime in the state, including federal authorities.
So basically, when they get back in power at a federal level, there will be consequences and repercussions.
Pretty much. That's exactly what he's saying. And we also went over broader concerns, whether the administration's actions are crossing constitutional lines, the freedom of press, and what ordinary people can do if they believe that those freedoms are under pressure. Let's listen to that.
If they don't have to deal with rule of law, and they don't have to deal with elections, and they don't have to deal with the Constitution, and Trump doesn't have to deal with any court system or Congress, and this is what we call dictatorship, authoritarianism, and I'm a little worried that we're not quite coming to grips with what it is that we're facing. And even if we do accept that's what we're facing, we need to be much more aggressive in countering that.
And how do we do that, though?
Well, I think the free independent media at Breakfast Club is very important. You can't do anything about that which you don't know anything about. And so, you guys over there at Breakfast Club are doing a great service by just making sure people know what's happening. So that is critical. That's why all of us got to be real nervous about what happened to Don Lemon and to Georgia Ford. And which is why, Mimi, I got to tell you, I think it took a lot of guts for you to come to Minnesota, walk around, ask people some questions. You're a threat because Trump wants everybody to believe that Minnesota is just full of bad people doing bad things. It is the federal government that has created unsafe circumstances in Minnesota.
Attorney General Keith Ellison speaking quite plain. Drop on the clue bombs for AG Keith Ellison. I love that. I know exactly what we're facing. It is authoritarian strategy. It is leaning heavy on fascism, but I just feel like we should be doing more except talking about it. You know what I mean?
More like what, though?
I don't know. That's my point.
Well, that's
I
what
have
I
no
asked
idea.
him.
You did.
That's what I asked him. He said get out the message, and he also said, of course, protest peacefully, and and keep telling people what's going on until basically those powers switch. But he said they are collecting evidence. They are doing what they can do from the state point of view, and the time will come. He said they haven't forgotten. They're still, no matter what people think, they're still doing their own investigation. So.
All right.
Great job, Mimi.
Yes, Mimi.
Yeah.
Did you text?
Well, we have more.
Did you text Jess when you got home?
She
was very concerned. Okay,
yeah,
she was very concerned.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have more at 7. We also we're going to hear from Georgia Ford and Dr. Nakima Levy Armstrong. She was the organizer of that church protest. We'll talk about that in the next hour.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, the number again is 1-800-585-1051.
No J. Cole reviews. The album just came out 5 hours ago.
Trav.
And it's almost 2 hours long.
I bet you
Don't
Trav
do
is
it.
the first person.
Don't
I bet you
do it.
Trav is the first person on the line. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
It's Tisha from Texas. Happy Friday.
Tisha from Texas.
Now, I'm reading something, Tisha. It says you bought a portable bidet?
Yes, I did. And it has changed my life. Like, I love a regular bidet, but the portable one gets all in the front and the crevice. But it's just great.
Hold on. School me on that now. What the hell is
portable
a portable
bidet.
bidet?
You carry it with you? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, I got it on Amazon, and you unpack it, and, it has a couple of little gadgets you put together, USB charge. The key is warm water. Oh my God!
So you got to put your own water in it?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
So like if you're traveling and you're at a hotel or whatever that may not have one, or if you're at home in a bathroom, one of your mini bathrooms that you may have that may not have one, you just kind of unscrew the bottom, put the warm water in there, and it has 2 buttons. One is like a regular one, and the other one is a high button.
I'm not gonna lie, I might do that because when I be here at work, man, and I use the bathroom here, I be feeling so poor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, this is ideal for you.
What? That's because you took all your clothes off.
But once you use a bidet, it's like it's hard to go back after you got the bidet.
And you can't. That's right. You cannot go back. It's like the best thing.
But you got to carry that with you all day long?
I don't care. It's worth it because I want.
Right.
But it's compact. It's not big at all.
Right. It probably comes in a pack.
I don't know about that one.
Little
Nah,
bag.
man. It's either that.
No, I'm telling you, it's really envy. If you try it, you'll be like, Tisha from Texas was right, man.
So let me ask you a question. So the part that shoots water up your butt, right? You got to put it on the toilet seat, or do you hold it?
Nah, you thinking about something. I'm looking at, are you talking about like the little travel portable bidets, right?
Yes, portable, yes, the travel portable bidet.
I'm looking at it now. I think I might do that.
How do you shoot it up? Like, so what do you set it up so it shoots up your butt?
It's a button, Envy. You put it. It's two pieces. You put it together. You put the water in there. You put it together, and there's a button, and you can tilt it. It's like handheld, like a wand almost.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing basketball when they squirt the Gatorade.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Expensive, but it has been a game changer. And for women that is that time of month, and you're like not at home. It'll get everything for you.
I literally was about to ask you, how much was it?
It's cheap.
Now you got that Target.
$10.
Yeah.
I see that Target. They got one at Target for $26. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tisha.
Okay, I'm telling y'all, I love y'all. And you know what? It's going to be 80 degrees here today.
Oh, yes, you definitely need
so jealous. She in Texas.
Oh,
What part
Dallas,
of
Texas?
Dallas, yes.
All right, Tisha.
God bless.
We love y'all. Okay, bye.
I'm trying to do my car show out there next year. I'm trying to do it this year, but it's difficult to get.
Yes, I want you to come, Envy. We need you here.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm gonna figure it out. Me and Baby gonna figure it out.
Who the hell is Baby?
DJ Baby.
Oh, Sister Baby. I'm like, what the hell?
So much away.
You calling June Baby?
No, man, Baby, the DJ.
Hollywood Baby. That's my guy.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Sean from the Bronx.
Sean from the Bronx, you heard? What's up?
Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. I know what I'm gonna say. A lot of people are not gonna like.
Okay.
But I'm being honest.
All right.
People being mad at ICE is crazy to me. I think it's crazy that we got people out here really fighting for illegals to be in our country. And I know they all not bad. I get that. But there are some here that, bottom line is, if you're not here legally, you're not supposed to be here. So the fact that Slow Biden was letting anybody just come and dance across, they was literally on video, like celebrating coming into this country illegally. I think that's crazy to me. So anybody's fighting for illegals, I will never understand their mind frame because they're coming into our neighborhood. They're taking our jobs, regardless of what people think. I can speak from experience. They're coming and taking our jobs. They're coming in our space. So a lot of people that's defending them, they ain't getting communities on homes and houses and places where they're not dealing with these illegals. But I'm sorry. I support ICE. I hope they support as many as they can because it's crazy how they came into this country.
Can I offer
So I know it's not a popular opinion, but I don't understand how anybody supports that.
Can I offer a different perspective?
Okay.
I don't think that's the conversation. I think that we all know we need border security. People do need to be in this country legally, but I think the problem that folks are having with ICE is when you see ICE doing unconstitutional things, when you see ICE, killing people like Alicia Good in the street or Alex Purdy in the street or, coming into your house without a warrant. I think that is what people are concerned about. I don't think people are concerned about, actual border security and removing illegals from this country, the actual criminals. I don't think people have a problem with that.
Well, take it a step further. Sean, how many friends do you have that are from Caribbean descent or Spanish descent?
A lot.
And you know a lot of those friends. And you know a lot of those friends. 9 times out of 10, their parents weren't born here in the country in America. You know that, right?
I ain't a lot. One of my closest friends at work, he came from Cuba illegally. He went to Guantanamo and all that. So I have a heart for them. I grew up with people that's not from here. Don't get me wrong.
So ICE just don't grab Mexicans and people from, I don't know, Africa.
They don't even care.
They don't care. If you're not born here, they grab you. So some of your friends that you grew up with, some of your friends' parents, ICE is grabbing anybody that wasn't born in this country, sir.
But if they getting checked and then they found to be okay, then that's fine. Why are we fighting people? They hold, in my opinion, they're fighting for our country.
Once again, y'all missing the whole point. We just don't want law enforcement violating our civil liberties. That's what that is. like we want ICE to do their job. Yes, we need border security. We want people to be in this country legally. We just don't want law enforcement violating our constitutional rights.
All right. When we get it off your chest, now let's get to the latest with Loren.
Chicken Little. Foghorn Leghorn.
What did you ask for when you walked in? I'm just curious.
No, I just was there for a wash, a touch up, and a curl. And Q was like,
and Q said, you know what? Jermaine Jackson.
Shut up.
That's what Q said.
He said, let's try some styles. You never do styles. I was like, I don't really know.
I like it.
And then he started. I was like, not really sure. And I was like, we'll give it a day and we'll just see. I texted him at 6:13 and said, I don't think this is the one.
I like it though. No, I'm gonna tell you why I like it. Because your energy gives Chicken Little. You always act like the sky is falling. So why not have a cockadoodle hairdo?
I like it.
I like it.
Just don't roll the window down when you drive because it's gonna fly right off.
No, this is not a
damn piece. The tracks.
The tracks that are in here are in here, baby. They ain't going nowhere. This ain't giving that.
What's Big Baby, the boxer? Remember he was just here this week?
That's a toupee. No, that's like a lace front. This ain't
like that.
This is my hair with hair in between.
Just with
Q said, I'm gonna give her some Chicken Little and some Jermaine Jackson. I like it.
Please stop.
No, he said, what did he say?
It's giving Monica.
I feel like he said something about Halle Berry.
Yo, shut up.
I feel like he said something about Halle Berry. Mimi, why you bracing yourself?
Because I feel like I need to jump in, but I'm through the computer.
Oh,
so.
I thought it was my hair.
What you think, Mimi?
No, girl.
No, Mimi like it.
What do you think, Mimi?
I love it.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate you.
I love it too.
No, anything you love, I don't like. I don't.
I love it.
I don't like it.
What we gonna report on? Because we cannot spend the whole day about my hair. We only got 2 segments today.
You came in here like this.
I don't like it.
Okay?
I don't like it.
All right? On the day that Jermaine Cole dropped the album called The Fall Off, you just said, you know what? F it off.
Give me until 7 a.m.
is Jermaine.
All right, we got the ladies with Loren coming up. What we talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about J. Cole as much as we can. Y'all got through the whole project? No, I heard y'all this morning.
No, only first hour.
Every time you turn around, I just be wanting to sing A, B, C.
I'm leaving. We'll be back with J. Cole.
I'm gonna be Michael, you be
some
Jermaine.
reviews.
Jess, you Tito.
I gotta go, y'all.
Envy is Randy. Okay.
Yo.
All right.
Fred's gonna be Marlon. We the Jackson 5 today, baby.
I know that's right.
All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, y'all.
You're talking LL Cool, babe.
Yeah, I'm not dumbing myself down. I'm being myself.
That sources trust.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everything.
Little brown girls look at you and go, I want to be like you.
Take me through that, take me through that.
Where's she going? The latest with Loren
Take me
LoRosa
through that, take me through that.
on the Breakfast Club.
LL Cool, baby.
Talk to me.
Okay, y'all. So the fall off is here. So this is J. Cole's 8th album. It's supposed to be his last, and he keeps, letting us know that. And to be honest with y'all, I mean, okay.
I know you ain't got no J. Cole review. That album is an hour and 41 minutes.
Let me
It came out
finish
at midnight.
talking. I am 3 songs short of listening to the full, but I do feel like this is something you need to listen to a couple times before you can do like an accurate review.
Absolutely.
But so far, my first thought in getting through that far is I understand why he doesn't want to be a part of this stuff anymore.
Why?
Because I feel like, so J. Cole, when he dropped the track list, because he's been writing letters to the fans explaining certain things.
Yeah.
So in the letter that he wrote when he dropped the track list, he talks about how some of these songs are older, and like he had like this whole wall of like magazines, right? And he talks about his hip hop inspirations and like 50 Cent, Eminem, Common, RZA, like all these people, right?
All people who never ran from a rap beef.
But on the project, he starts out on disc 29 notes. I think it was you say you got through disc 29, right?
The first disc.
That's the first one.
That's the first disc. Yeah.
Yes, on the first disc, he's like, you can tell it's like younger him, and he's growing up through things, but he's idolizing so much stuff. And by the time,
I didn't get that. I got that he was just paying homage to Fayetteville. I actually love that he leaned into Fayetteville.
Yes,
but he's speaking from a now perspective.
Yes and no, because he goes back into times where like he's in the clubs hollering at girls and like just different things. He's at let outs, like things that he wouldn't be doing now, but also him visiting now too as J. Cole, and kind of the irony of I was here and I wanted to do all this stuff, and now I'm back, and the way that you guys look at me and the things that I thought I was going to be able to do, I can't even really fully achieve it. But it's just like the heroes that I looked up to. So I grabbed some songs that I felt like were worth at least playing on the radio. But I do think you have to listen to this a few times. But I get it. If I was J. Cole, I would leave y'all alone too.
Think pieces with no thought, because the album came out at midnight. It's an hour and 41
I didn't get what you got from it. I mean,
What
I
you
guess
get?
everybody
What did you get? Everybody's gonna get something different.
I got that he went back to Fayetteville, and some of the things that he's seen that gave him inspiration are just not there anymore. But he was talking as a now. That's what I got from it. And then he talks about different situations, like how people switched up on him, like the letter that which is like the One Love letter from Nas, where 3 of his peoples is writing him notes, and he's talking about the how people changed up on him and how people are still in his corner. So that's how I take it as now.
What's that one song? That's that song, Punch Road Blues. He's like, I'm riding through the streets I grew up in now.
But I think I think everything is open for interpretation. I definitely think you got to listen to this a couple times. But there's also, let's listen to Bombs in the Ville.
I love how he leaned into Fayetteville though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I love
that.
I have no opinion in this project because I just heard the first disc.
And I haven't heard it at all.
It's an hour and
a lot to
41
listen
minutes.
to. And even when you listen, you're going to have to go behind.
And that one seems like he's talking to his younger self, saying you didn't make mistakes. Look at these kids. These kids are proof that you are doing well. That's what that seemed like to me when I heard that.
He FaceTimed his younger self in that song to have a conversation with himself. And even in that song, I feel like, and this is why I talked about the younger him, I feel like there was something that I think he thought he would cure by becoming like this big rapper. And at times, it feels like he has done it. At times, it feels like he hasn't. I want to end.
It's a music video?
No,
he said he FaceTimed himself.
He says it. He says that he FaceTimed himself in the song.
Okay, yeah, I understand. My bad.
I want to get in before we have to wrap up the 39 intro. So this is the song that starts off the second half of the project.
I know one thing. I want to know who the rapper is in Fayetteville that be dissing Cole. Because our first listen, Cole had a lot of smoke for him. And I know whoever that is got something ready to go right now.
That's the song where he's calling him a punk B?
Because Cole said he wanted to fade and everything.
Yeah.
Cole was like, leave your gun at home.
I think it's Poor Thing. Is it Poor Thing?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's called, whoever it is, he called him a punk B. He going in. But yes, it's definitely something that you have to take a couple listens to. So
yes, we don't need
more
no
that comes
think
from
pieces with no thought.
They've already started.
Rush the reviews. Everybody relax.
He's spitting though. You can't take the fact that boy can spit.
Now you talked about
that boy get busy.
You talked about his
love
beat.
it.
You talked about his beat selection. How did you feel about so far what you've heard about the beat selection here?
I like some of it, but some of it I still feel like.
Say what you said before the cameras came on.
I'm saying that. I like some of it, but I still feel like Cole needs A&R guidance sometimes. Like everybody had A&R guidance. Jay-Z had A&R guidance. Biggie had A&R guidance. Like sometimes what you like, the people might not like. And that's why I like Cole's freestyles, because it's over beats that's out and I can enjoy the beats and enjoy the lyricism.
He tried though. He tried a lot with samples and leaning back into other. He tried.
That's why I like Who the F Is You.
Yes.
He sampled Mobb Deep, Drop a Gem on.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I don't have no opinion, man. This album is an hour and 41 minutes. I only listen to the first disc or whatever you call it. I don't know what you call them now. The first part of the project.
Yeah, part one. Just say part one, part two.
It's 2 hours. The album came out at midnight. How everybody got so many reviews and so many deep analysis
Them fans
now?
was up at 11.
Oh no, they
waiting.
were ready. They were ready.
Yes, we got to wrap up. But in the next hour, we are gonna get into some family things, because the Glorilla family drama is continuing, and her sister has sat down with TMZ and she says they need $2,500.
Oh, there's no update on Gun 3. What's her name?
Oh, we're gonna get there too. There was a whole press conference yesterday that I sat here for an hour and watched. We are definitely gonna get to that as well.
You need a T-shirt that says "Eat More Chicken."
You need to back up from that mic and just stop spitting. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. All right, this is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, this Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. The game is at 6:30 Eastern Time. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Patriots. I want the Patriots to win. I mean, it's an East Coast thing. I
don't care who wins, but I think the Seahawks are going to win. The Seahawks are just a much better team. I don't believe in Drake May like that, but I'm also a hater.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So listen, I want y'all to know, I told y'all last hour, Mimi Brown was actually in Minnesota, boots on the ground, talking to people like Attorney General Keith Ellison, and you also spoke to Georgia Ford, right, Mimi?
I did. I spoke with Georgia Ford. She was arrested as part of that protest. As a journalist, she was covering the event. She went to the protest as a journalist, and I wanted to speak to her about it. She's an independent journalist, and she says that what happened to her is a growing attack on the free press. Now, Ford, she's an Emmy Award-winning reporter. She's based in the Twin Cities. She was indicted after covering that protest, and now she faces charges tied to conspiracy and interference with religious freedom. Now, she's maintaining, of course, that she was a journalist, not a participant, but the Trump administration argues that the church is a sacred place and that neither the protesters nor members of the press should have gone inside to cover that demonstration. So I asked her directly what was her response to that. Let's listen.
No one in the world would be able to even have this discourse if journalists weren't there documenting. So I think that the need to protect the press is more critical now than ever before. And I'll tell you why. The White House published an AI-generated image of one of the people who's being charged in this case, Nikema Levy-Armstrong. It showed her darker than what she is in real life, and it showed her crying hysterically. So what world, what America do you want to live in? Do you want to live in the one where the facts are up for debate, where they can be manipulated? Do you want to live in a world where we are disillusioned?
Could I ask a question, Mimi? Are people coming to her aid in regards to legal fees? Because I think about stuff like that, because when you get arrested with a public figure like Don Lemon, he gets a lot of the attention and a lot of people tend to want to help him.
That's true.
Don got money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Georgia Ford's financial situation, but I know she ain't got bread like Don.
Yeah, I think, she's a mother, she's an independent journalist, and I know she has a a link on her Instagram, I believe, where you can donate just to her independent journalism. Okay. So I'm pretty sure you can go there and also donate to her fund to raise money for her legal fees. I believe everybody who is involved in this, needs that extra help right now. They're facing some really, really serious charges. And then going back to what she said, she was arguing that if the press had not been inside that church, that we wouldn't even know what was happening or what had happened, And
That's
so
true.
The two do go hand in hand. As a journalist, you do have your First Amendment right, and so that was her argument. So whichever one you align with, there is that will play out in court, but there is a First Amendment right, and so and that is what her argument is, what Don Lemon's argument is, and we already know what the Trump administration and their take is on that. And another person that we were able to sit down with while in Minneapolis was Dr. Nakima Levy-Armstrong. And she is a civil rights attorney and the organizer behind the protest at City's Church. That's the one that led to the multiple arrests that Georgia was just speaking of right now. So as of right now, there have been at least 9 arrested. I also spoke with another protester at the church. I will not say her name because she has not been arrested yet. But she said that she expects that to come any day now. But we met in a private location for safety reasons. Dr. Armstrong has said that she's been receiving all kinds of death threats and different attacks on her life. And so she said what's happening, though, in Minnesota right now is bigger than one protest. I asked her why she believes that ICE is in Minnesota in the first place and what she thinks is driving this federal presence. Let's listen to that.
Well, I think that they're here in part because we're ground zero, right? From God's perspective. And knowing that in all of these years, we have built up the ability to resist, to fight. We're one of the most well-organized communities in the country. So that's the spiritual aspect of it. And we are the last line of defense before this country is thrown into complete authoritarianism and fascism. On a practical level, we're here because Governor Walz ran as Kamala Harris's running mate when she ran for president, and he was vice president. He called Republicans weird. He called out the Trump administration, and he did a lot of tough talking on the campaign trail. So I believe that this is in part retaliation for our governor stepping out and seeking a position of higher office and having to contend directly with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. I also believe the fact that Donald Trump and Ilhan Omar have sparred many times over the years, and he's made it clear that he thinks she's garbage. He's called the Somali community garbage. And so there was a perfect storm.
Yeah. And so she talked a lot about, just Minneapolis or Minnesota itself just being a place that they're primed for organizing, because we saw what happened with George Floyd. But she also brought up something that I didn't know, or that it clicked when she said it about the Dred Scott case. We can take it all the way back there. And a lot of the, Philando Castile and the, was Dante Wright. They have been doing this for a long time. And so she makes the case about not only are they fighting ICE, but they're also fighting civil rights. And so let's listen to that.
We're the first city in the country that has been able to center civil rights and racial justice as a connection to this issue regarding ICE. And we said, as Black organizers, had the governor listened and arrested the ICE agent who killed Renee Good, Alex Preddy might still be alive. Had they listened and started holding ICE agents accountable when they violated Minnesota law and arrested them, investigated them, Alex Preddy might still be alive. We held press conferences as Black organizers saying, this is what the governor can do. This is what the sheriff can do. This is what the mayor can do. This is what the Minneapolis police chief can do. This is what the attorney general can do. This is what the county attorney can do. They all have power.
For people.
They can send officers to arrest ICE agents who violate Minnesota law.
I know they know who killed Alicia Good, and I guess they know who killed Alex Preddy because they put them on administrative leave, but they never put their names out, right?
They never put the name out. So we know who killed Alicia Good. It's been widely reported, right? Jonathan Ross. We know who killed him. We also know that he's been moved outside of Minnesota. At first, he went active duty someplace else, but then I think now he's on administrative leave. The names for who killed Alex Preddy We do know it's two guys. There have been some circulation on social media, but I don't think that anyone has come out and, confirmed those are the two names. Yeah, so it's irresponsible to say it because I don't think that we actually know that those are the two people. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, Dr. Armstrong, made, a point that had they investigated them, perhaps, Preddy may still be alive. I did reach out to the mayor's office. I did reach out to the governor's office, but I did not hear back. But those were her points of view and points that she wanted to make. And I asked her lastly about that AI altered image that was posted by the White House. That's something that Georgia Fort also spoke to. And she wanted people to know that not only was that unacceptable, that should be also a warning for other people. Let's listen to that.
And so our families came to pick us up from the jail. And then when I got home, that's when I saw, or when I got to a friend's house, because I didn't go home right away. That's when I saw the doctored AI image of me. And so the White House, the highest office in the land, did that to me as a Black woman simply because I stood up for justice and our humanity. And they lied to the public, through this photo. They manipulated what really happened. So if you can't believe an image from the White House, what can you believe?
Yeah. So she maintains that at the church protest, it was a peaceful protest, and that church leaders and officials, though, they say that it crossed the line. And she's currently fighting those charges. And again, she does also have a GoFundMe if you do want to donate to her legal fund. And so that is my coverage of Minneapolis.
Great job, Mimi.
Thank you,
Mimi. And it's Renee Good. I kept saying Alicia Good because I got a friend named Alicia Good. But how did you feel, Mimi, when you was you had to go meet that young woman in private because she didn't want to meet publicly? Were you scared in any way?
I'm not gonna lie. It was very, very scary. But you know what? It reminded me of what our civil rights leaders probably had to go through back in the day to organize. You know what I mean? And all the things. It felt like, I'll tell you what, being in Minneapolis, I understand because it's not just Black people, it's also white people. It's also, I learned there's a Hmong community, which is Southeast Asian. They are all just coming together. They are making sure that their neighbors are taken care of. And they said to me, it's like, we don't bring the fight, but if you bring it to us, we will fight you back, right? And so they're out, they're protesting at the Whipple building every single day. If they see ICE, they are blowing whistles, they're alerting their neighbors, and they're just doing everything to make sure that they keep their community safe. And so I get it now. I get why Renee Good was out there, and I get why Alex Preddy was out there. I understand.
Wow. Great job, Mimi. Great investigative journalism.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you. Well, that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV for more stories. Follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
All right, when we come back, DaBaby will be joining us. We're going to kick it with DaBaby. His new album, Be More Grateful, is out today. Now, Charlotte, what you want to do for Donkey today?
Oh, every Friday we do the People's Donkey. So you can call right now, 1-800-585-1051, and you can give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid, okay? Or you can go to the iHeartRadio app and go to the Talkback feature and leave a message as well. But it's the People's Donkey. So whoever you want to give the biggest hee-haw to, call right now.
All right, we'll go. All right, and DaBaby will be up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes,
His album is out right now. Be More Grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, DaBaby. DaBaby. What's up, man?
It's always a pleasure. I'm blessed, man. I'm in a season of gratitude. I'm way more grateful.
I just want you to know I like what I just saw, by the way.
Nah, for sure. Come on now.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. He went straight into it.
He went straight into it. It's like, what we doing? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, we're talking. I ain't even about to get started.
Don't let Charlotte do that. See,
I'm gonna wait till we like 17 minutes in to get started. I ain't gonna get started,
I went right
man.
Over, man. Well, how are you feeling? How's everything, man?
And I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the way I'm feeling is showing. It's reflected in the project I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a season of gratitude. I'm in a great place, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we go back and just we revisit the conversations the last few times we done met, like you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a great space.
And was there a particular moment that made you realize you wasn't being grateful enough, or you just?
it was a moment that lasted about 4 years. You feel me? So, you know, but it's beautiful to get on the other side of that shit, man. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it right now. It wasn't no particular moment, like it wasn't no pivotal. It was several, you know what I'm saying, moments that I could identify as that. But you know, it take time. It's all a part of just, you know, life itself, you know what I'm saying, and growth. You know, you gotta stand across the street from yourself sometimes and look at what's going on. Stand across the street, see how big your house really is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So with the mind frame for this album, right, listening to the album, the one thing I always say about DaBaby is I don't think people respect you as a lyricist as they should, right?
Yeah, they got me f***ed up.
Listening to the album,
we
like,
ain't live.
Jesus Christ!
You already cussing up a storm.
Now, listening to the album, man, I love to hear you spitting. I love the songs as a DJ because I love to play the records in the club. Yeah. But I love when you rapping.
Nah, for sure.
Because that reminds me back in the day when we used to go to Charlotte and see you out there passing out CDs. It reminds me back to that, DaBaby. Was that intentional?
That raw shit, it was super intentional. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shy away from it. I won't even say shy away from it because I ain't never been, you know. I ain't never been shy about getting in front of a microphone and just rapping. Like, I actually love doing that, but I ain't dumb it down or try to, you know, let me make a hit or satisfy, you get what I'm saying, a particular audience. Like, it was real important to me with this project to, like, make sure that I wanted to reestablish, you know what I'm saying, my audience. You get what I'm saying? And, like, you know, it was real important that this checked all the boxes and really showed you, you know what I'm saying, like, what I could do and really put this on display. Because before, you know, I make a club record, I make a bang, I know how to do that, I know how to market them. I know how to blow it up. I know how to do all that, but that's something everybody can do. You get what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to just that raw talent, that raw lyricism, like getting in front of a microphone, just rapping, not all them extra instruments in the beat, open that bitch up and let me just give me a blank canvas and let me paint. Like, I definitely, like, I understand, like, I'm one of the best in this right now at doing this shit, so I ain't shy away from it. I made sure I got like 8-9 records on there. I almost made a full-blown, what they call them, conscious album. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, still, you know, it's layers to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like an onion. It's layers to me. So I'm like, I got to make sure, you know, I showcase each and every last one of them.
And you got a few of them. You got a few bounce that ass.
Nah, for sure.
But
for sure.
Then you got records like Mic Check.
Yeah.
Those, like, when you went off on that. Were you more excited to do those kind of records?
I was, because the other ones, I mean, I done been there, done it. Everybody know I can, you know, I can make them shake some ass. Everybody know I can turn the party up. But them other ones, I was super excited to really do them and you know, and really, I want to leave my speechless after they hear that. You know what I'm saying? I want to come to New York and the New York niggas like, boy, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting that type of, you know, that, like, the niggas is really the real lyricists, the hip hop. I ain't tripping on that, but you know, they give me my flowers. They give me my flowers. You get what I'm saying? But like, it's up to me. Like, I'm my way of doing more like disruptive. Like, I kick doors down. Like, I blitz. You get what I'm saying? So the same way I did that with the energy and the other type of music. Like, I never gave myself like a run where I like just boom, like just really like just whoop their ass. With that lyricism and that's what I'm on, you know what I mean? And
like you said, you want, when you come to New York, you want the New York to be like.
But New York me though, so it's everywhere though.
Envy, listen to this shit. He was happy about those more conscious records on
100%.
there, you know. So
100%.
You know, with the evolution, I always feel like when people evolve and try to do what's right, I feel like they get tested more. Do you feel like with you that happens?
Nah, I mean,
and not just lyricists. I'm just me.
Yeah. Nah, I got all my tests early and passed them. I graduated early when it come to that type. I don't, you know. Yeah, just leave me alone.
That's fine.
Just leave me alone. Thank you too, bro. Please, just keep doing it.
And I'm watching the video.
Yeah, that's like the most
and
recent.
Somebody call you out, and I'm like, I'm screaming to my phone. I'm like, please,
like, don't do it.
Please. Right. And thank God on that. But I was like, I wonder if that happens more often. Like, people testing because he's a nicer.
Nah, nigga, you know, ain't like that was like the first time, and that's why it kind of threw me off. And you know, if you watch the video, and I wasn't on no serious type time, like I wasn't. It's really the security guards that worked for the Spectrum Center. It was leaving the Hornets game, or whatever. And but he like got his hands on my like he holding me back, so it make it look like I'm, you know what I'm saying. But I wasn't tripping. I just wanted to look the in the eyes who said it. I'm like, let me take. That's why I don't like wearing shades too. I just started wearing shades. I only like the Prada ones. Prada, y'all need to send me some for that. I only like the Prada ones. You know what I'm saying? But I had to just take him off like, who the said? Because you right here at the end of the day. So I just wanted to look at him and just, you know what I'm saying? But by the time I took the shades off and turned around and told him, like, bro, watch out, I'm not the security guard, you know, and looked up at him. I'm sorry. I'm like, man.
Just wanted your attention.
Yeah, that's that young that troll that these little niggas be doing. But see, a lot of them, they ain't even, like, he don't even know, like, because he even he posted it. But, like, he don't know, like, you know, like, when that type of would have got you a different reaction from me, like, he was probably in, like, middle school somewhere or some so he probably don't know. He may know the way he apologized real quick, but it's like, he don't know, like, okay, he posted it. I done already, boom, clicked on his TikTok. You in Charlotte. I know what school. I know exactly where you at. If I want to come do something to you, make somebody do something to you, it's like, bro, it's nothing to it. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, that's like little troll shit, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even post, the little don't even know to take the part of the video out where he got scared and apologized. I'm like, this little green as hell. He just happy that I even gave him a moment, you feel me? And it's like, you know, like that's a prime example of, like, you know, with growth and shit and just understanding, like, what's going on. Like, I'm way more, you know, calculated when it comes to, like, how I respond to shit like that. I won't need, you got to be close enough to me for me to even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't get that shit, no. I wouldn't get that shit, even if he wasn't. If he would have been, you know, the way we can cross paths, like, I wouldn't. I know a threat when I see a threat.
Do you feel like the culture allows black men room for redemption, or they just demand apologies?
Man, just like everything else back in the day, we got to go get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the culture gonna allow what you get up out of it at the end of the day. You know, they ain't allow us to do none of this. We had to go do this. Everybody in here, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just, it was never just no, you know. And everybody in here have been battle tested within whatever lane that they in. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what's gonna come with it. So, you know, I'm really not only, like, in the season of gratitude, but, like, well, I guess it took me to be in the season of accountability prior to that. That's kind of like more so where I was last time I came to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that come first, you know, just identifying, you know, what mistakes you made and how you could have did it better. And then, you know, you gotta make the adjustments, move accordingly. And when you get on the other side of it, okay, then you get to be like where I'm at with it right now in this headspace. So, you know, I don't really feel entitled for nobody to take it easy on me, the culture, the business, none of that, you know. And when you do, you know, just to put up on game, like, when you do, you know, fall into, like, that sense of entitlement or feeling like I'm owe you something, you ain't doing nothing but distracting yourself from what it is you're supposed to do out of.
Coming off of your 4-year hiatus, would you say making this album was more therapeutic?
1,000%. 1,000%, especially when I do it the way I did it. Like, I can say making music is therapeutic, period. You know, certain music make you feel good, but once that song go off, okay, it's back to reality. It don't hit it, you know. They can talk to anybody that's going through whatever. It don't matter what. It's, you know, everybody feeling different at every single moment of the day. It's a song on this damn track list for everybody in this world. You get what I'm saying? They don't got nothing. They got everything. That, you know, they got everything, and they happy and they feel good. They got everything and ain't at peace with themselves. There's something on there for everybody. So it wasn't, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't only therapeutic for me, but therapeutic for the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Like, some that really, you know, tap into them emotions and you feel something to make you feel some type of way. Like, that's what I'm on. The other, you know. You mentioned therapy. I think there was a What About Me. Are you actively doing therapy, or is that? So I did it. I'm finishing up my documentary. It should end up coming out this year. That's gonna be like must see TV too. It's gonna be like a docu-series. There's gonna be multiple, like, parts of it. But the way that I approached it, like, I sat down and did therapy. I started I hadn't did therapy at all last time I saw y'all. I never in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I filmed it. So I filmed it for a week straight. I did therapy. I did 5 therapy sessions, I believe. All of them like 2 to 3 hours long, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't meet the therapist or nothing. Like, I found the good one. I got recommendations. I found the good one or whatever. I had the camera crew go in, set the lighting up. I had my peoples talk to him after that. I didn't even know who the was when I walked in the room to come do it, because I wanted it to be organic. Like, I'm not doing this to, I had already handled all the, you know, like, sign off on me being able to use your voice and documentary, all that type, because I wanted that part out the way, you know what I'm saying? The business part, legal part, whatever you call it, you know, because they really not even allowed to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, by law, they not allowed to do that unless, you know what I'm saying, like, given permission to do it or whatever. So he was big on that, like, nah, you gotta hell nah, like you gotta say that you okay with this happening because it's, you know, it's against like, you know, the rules and come with his profession. But when I walked in, I didn't even know who he was, so I'm getting ready to go talk to the camera. Like I had to tell him, but like, which one was the therapist? Which one he told me which one was the therapist. And then I go over, I greet him. We sat down, got straight to it. Charlamagne, I know you real big in the mental health space. By the third day, and he ain't talk about no music to like the last day. You know what I'm saying? By the third day, man, this had me on camera crying, man. I'm on that bitch crying for like 20 minutes straight. Yeah, I ain't never, you know, because I'm, even when it come to like, you know.
What was the breakthrough?
Oh, man. It really piled up on me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, cause he know what he doing. I recommend it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even, like he rocked me to sleep and he figured me out, bro. I can't lie. Like, I don't, cause you know me, like, from interrogations and all, I'd have been questioned by homicide detectives, everything. Like, I didn't, you know, like, and didn't even lawyer up, you know what I'm saying, in certain situations. The way I answer one thing wrong, like, I wouldn't have never been able to sit right here, ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, when it come to, like, okay, somebody being intentional with talking to me and, like, trying to get something out of me, like, I feel like I'm better, or I'm more equipped to navigate through this type of shit, you know what I'm saying, than most people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just gonna sit there, I kind of know, okay, this why this asking me this or whatever, unless I got, you know, respect for my, like, when I sit down with y'all, I don't sit down like that. Like, I ain't thinking, okay, what's her angle, what's his angle, what's his angle when you talking to me. I just talk, you know what I'm saying, because I got respect for y'all. I feel like y'all got respect for me in my mind, you know what I'm saying? So it's different, but with certain like everybody else though, it's like I'm kind of, you know, I'm gonna control the conversation, like, you know what I'm saying, more than anything. And he talking about, he's asking shit I've never been asked before. You get what I'm saying? So when the had me that third day, when and then I'm crying and still talking, I'm like, what the going on? I'm like, what type of is this? And he's still, while I'm crying, just still sitting there, it's okay, and steady asking me. I'm like, what the is in there, you know, like my partner that's working on a documentary with me, like he a part of my in-house production team or whatever. When I got done and got up, he and walked back around like the curtains that we had in there, where we had all the production set up at, and the monitors, all that, and just recording the audio, listening to the audio, all that. Them couldn't even look at me like that, because they hearing my story, like they done heard, you know, days and days, like what they're hearing they never even knew about me, and these been knowing me for 10 years, 15 years by now. I come around the corner and he like, bro, just go ahead and go home, bro. I'm gonna wrap everything up. I'm like, is you crying too? Nah, for real. Like, so that's gonna be, and that adding that component to it, right? Adding like the making, like, cause it really done turned into a mental health piece. You get what I'm saying? But it also got all that other violence. You know what I'm saying? Controversy, all the shit that make, because they make shit must see TV. You get what I'm saying? The messy shit, this and that. They got the money, they got the glitter, the gold, they got the struggle, they got the success. But it's all the skeleton of it, the meat and potatoes of it is mental health. You know what I'm saying?
It's a healing piece to it.
Absolutely. The title of it is Should Have Told a Therapist.
I'm glad you had like some time just to be still the last 4 years though, because I think you always had a lot of, you know, trauma that you never got to process.
100%.
I mean, you know, the stuff before you even got in the game.
Right.
And I think people always forget that moment when you got the number one record in the country, you get a call that your pops no longer here.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man.
Exactly.
You still got to just keep
keep going. And that's what I did. And the song I got out is this I'm got going on. This fun this packing the mail is gone. So I got the whole world turned.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The hustle and just the schedule being so busy and the type of year I had 2019, that allowed me to cope with that. I get to carry the name, you know what I'm saying, for my pops. I named my second album Kurt, you know what I'm saying, in honor of him or whatever. That go #1. I'm doing I'm checking all the boxes. BET Award. I grew up on that shit. That was my Grammy. You get what I'm saying? Best new artist, all this. I'm breaking all these records, doing all this shit, right? Then I go with Rockstar in the heat of COVID. #1 record, Billboard Hot 100, #1 for like 8 weeks straight. Right. But I can't move around and keep myself busy or whatever. But this is okay. This is highest as you can go as an artist. You get what I'm saying? I got the top streaming song in the world. My brother committed suicide. You get what I'm saying? So it was never, you know, coming in, it was already that you know, that I probably needed to heal from or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I lost my pops, then my brother, you get what I'm saying? And then, okay, as soon as the world opened back up from that, you got the whole cancel culture. It ain't never been a season for me to, you know, it took that whole 4 years. I didn't even realize it was 4 years since I dropped the album until I really put it out and seen the date on this one and the date. I say, damn, 4 years. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, your fans knew.
Yeah, nah, for sure. They knew. They like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? And shout out to them for not letting me settle with like how I approached it. They ain't never let me come play the small game, but I had to find my love for this again and, you know, and figure it out. Like, when I do something, I like to do it. I like to put my heart into it, and I just wasn't in a space, you know. My heart wasn't full enough to empty it out into, you know what I'm saying?
What got you back, though? Because on paper, though, you said you didn't even want to make music no more.
Yeah. And then I said, I'll be damn, I let them make me soft. Be damn, I let them make me quit. Them devils still can't stand the way I stand in here and make these hits. Really, I mean, more than anything, my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, while I'm looking at myself, knowing I can be so much better, they still looking at me like I'm the best thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I credit it all to my kids, man, my family, my youngest, my nephew, all them. To them, I'm a walking superhero. You know what I'm saying? In real life form. You know, and I look at them the same way. Like they amazing. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of them, like they amazing in their own way. And I ain't just saying it because they my kids. Like people who. They're not their kids, like other people like see like the way my kids is set up and they like damn, like they mind blown, you know what I'm saying?
They love you too.
No, for sure, I love them too. Like that's my whole world right there. My kids they don't play by me and they don't mind let know, goddamn. They do not play by me.
Now clear this was that text to Kanye?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? You see, I named the song Clear This. You like what we naming it when I did it. My engineer, I said Clear This. That's what we naming it. You get what I'm saying? And I kind of put, you know, I kind of challenged them to clear. I asked them to clear it in the song. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna have no fucking choice when Kanye clear this. Like I manifested it. I spoke it into existence. You know what I'm saying? And he cleared that. I didn't. He cleared that. I wasn't even. When I do samples, I try not to even like fall in love. I don't like to get married to the idea of even having it on the project because I know how that go, and I hate falling in love with a song and the around can't get cleared because I know that's one of them. I know that's a classic. Like you know what I'm saying? I know that's Kanye like era for real. Like you know what I'm saying? I was listening to that. I don't know. I was probably in high school or something. You know what I'm saying? None of like I said it. Yeah, when this dropped, I was in ninth grade. I was probably in like ninth grade when that dropped. So shouts out to him. He cleared that.
Y'all had a good relationship though.
Yeah. I fuck with Brett. Brett one of the most, you know, artistically like that man, a whole nother animal, Brad, man, a genius, you know what I'm saying? And
some of the wildest you ever seen while being with Kanye in the studio.
You know I seen some wild Somebody was texting while that music was playing, man.
Damn.
Oh, he was you ass. Now I got caught, man. What's wrong with you?
That flashed the out. He did, bro. He flashed the out. He told everybody get the out. Everybody get out, y'all. Texting while my mama album playing and flashed on everybody. It was about 50 more, including me. Everybody got their ass up and got out too, except for me. I sit right there just like this whole time while he got them cussing at everybody. I'm just looking dead at him like. He looked over at me. He looked away, kept cussing everybody else up. And walked in the other room. Shout out to Kanye.
Did he really make everybody wear robes?
He act like he don't know. Like he didn't even.
I wasn't there.
I don't know what the hell he made do. I ain't wear no robe.
No, not you.
Well, of course not.
While in the studio, while he was listening.
Ain't nobody had no robe on in the studio. Not when I was there. Nah. Ain't nobody have on no robe. Not when I was there.
Not a robe.
I just heard a robe.
Yeah, nah, not while I was there. He ain't make wear robes, man. But that man, you know, he on a whole nother level when it come to, you know, creativity and just, it's admirable. You know what I'm saying? Like he got so many different things in one room and he, you know, he feed off of them, but like, just like everything else, that come with a lot. So, you know, hopefully he, you know, get back to where he need to be. You know what I'm saying?
So who's this album for, right? Is it for the fans, the critics, or you?
The critics, it ain't for them. It's for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's, you know, it's for everybody, but for me and the fans more than anything. Like you know what I'm saying? For the fans more than anything. I gave the album to myself prior to releasing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's for the audience. Like I'm real big right now, all the way around the board. Like not even just with the music. Like even with what I do, like press wise, everything. Like I've been like, nah, ain't doing that. Like I only want to do just really connecting like to the audience. Like I'm back on that, like the importance of really connecting to the audience, because at the end of the day, like that's what got them get the, you know what I'm saying, get the ball moving. Like that's what it's about at the end of the day. Anything can go any type of way as long as you connected with your audience. So I'm real big on making sure I don't get in the space to where, you know, I leave room between me and the that really matter the most. who my music really impact, who it's for, who lives are changed, you know what I'm saying? So it's 1,000%, you know what I'm saying, for the audience. And it feel great to myself, by the way, so I take that too. Yeah. And the critics, y'all got it too, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna stop though. I'm on what I was on when I came in. I'm really ready to bomb again, but yeah, this one of them.
You care about having hits or having peace of mind?
Peace of mind now, and then the hits gonna come. If I got peace of mind, the hits coming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like just like a record, like Pop That Thing, like that's like the last one I recorded on the album. I really already had the album done, but it needed one of them. Like it needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking for one of them, but I wasn't trying to force it. You know, and like even on that record, like I could have approached it several different ways. You know what I'm saying? And I found myself just on some shit, like just letting that shit flow on. She got the world in her hands. I'm just vibing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing too crazy, nothing too major, and that's how the hits come. You get what I'm saying? Just organic when you just, you know, when you allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
When I was listening to the project, I'm listening and I'm hearing you go through these songs, and I'm like, now tell me if I'm wrong. You're speaking to somebody, whoever this girl is, she been holding you down through a lot of, like, you trying to figure your life out.
I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to whoever the listening to that.
That's why you blushing.
And remember this, you know, I ain't made a project in 4 years, and then even the I've been putting out, it's more, you know, I'm making a song for a certain reason. Okay, let me make this hit. This gon', you know, this, okay, people into this type right now, whatever. Okay, boom, let me do that. Let me go get the money. Let me do this. This is like half a decade of energy and experiences, and you know what I'm saying, storytelling and all this shit. So you know, it's really more than anything, like it's teaching you how to love me, it's teaching you how to deal with a like me. Like that's what it is. You know, I seen somebody comment on that when I posted that particular song this morning. I posted a clip of it where I'm just rapping it live, and it's like their perspective, like it was a great take on what the song was. It wasn't even something I would have came up with on my own, because I'm just making music at the end of the day. But yeah, they like, this is kind of like a you know, a guidebook on you, like teaching somebody like how to love you and the type of man you is, and you know, and how to, you know what I'm saying, how to keep your mind at peace, and what's important to you, and how you would like to keep their mind at peace. So it's overall, you know, it's for whoever it connect with. You know, I ain't writing no love letter to nobody in particular. Yeah.
Right. Well, there we have. We appreciate you for joining us, brother.
I appreciate y'all having me, bro. Every time, it's always a pleasure to be in the room with y'all. You know what I mean? Whether it's here, there, or everywhere.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's DaBaby. That's right. Well, let's get right to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fast.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
Brought to you by Top Dog Law on The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Yeah, all right. Chuckle.
Are you gonna sue whoever gave you that haircut? I don't think you should. I love it.
Top Dog Law is the best in the business, so we'll figure that out later. But first, let's get to the. Shut up.
I do too.
Thank you. Let's get to the latest.
They lying.
Yesterday, y'all, the family be beefing up here about the haircuts, but Glorilla and her sister, y'all, they took over the internet for the last 48 hours.
I hate it.
So Glorilla's sister, Scarface Woods, is calling Glorilla out, and she's saying that Glorilla does not provide for her family the right way. She actually sat down with TMZ yesterday to talk more about this. Let's take a listen to Glorilla's sister with TMZ.
Why does she owe it to you to support you and to support the family beyond what she wants to do? It's her money, right?
That's right.
Because don't go on no interviews, talk about our struggle. You want to do that's not right. You don't sit here and talk about struggles, sit here and struggle with. It's not one sibling, you got 9 other siblings. She get her money just because she got plenty other in Memphis she getting money to. I got 2 siblings staying down there in Atlanta with her that she treat them like housemaids. Y'all keep on painting this picture like she's just a good person, an upright person. She's not.
Let's say she has $2 million. How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that $2 million?
She can get all of it like $2,500 a piece.
How much?
$2,500.
What? What kind of math is this? What kind of math is this?
Oh
God damn.
So this was like in the middle of the back and forth. Her sister is, she is a character for sure. Glorilla had actually posted in response to some of the earlier videos that her sister had posted, and she posted a screenshot from her mom, and the text message says, thank you so very much. Really didn't want to ask because you already do so much for us. I thank you so very much for all that you do. I don't take it for granted at all. I love and appreciate you. Her mom basically telling her thank you for doing so much for me because her sister's claiming that, you know, the car, the house, all the things that we've seen didn't actually happen. Now, their back and forth has, you know, definitely sparked some viral moments. I grabbed some more audio of Glorilla's sister. Let's take a listen to one of the funny moments of Scarface.
You know how embarrassing it is to be at the club, that's Glossa, and I walk outside to a Malibu. Y'all don't know how embarrassing that is. And I gotta sit here and fly. It's like, yeah, this is my other car, you know what I'm saying? The other one in the garage and Cordova and yeah. She ain't obligated. I was so damn hungry, I damn near ate a roach. She ain't obligated.
A roach.
Here's the thing. When you have someone in your family or someone that's close to you in a position, find a way to bring value to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, begging her for stuff, tell her what it is you would like to do in her world. Right. You know what I mean? I don't know, be an assistant. Do hair, like be a driver. I don't figure something out.
And I feel like it's a lot of them. So I think if there was something that Glo felt like could be done, or maybe she's even tried, we don't know all of the ends of this either. Like, you know, I don't think, from what I've seen and how I've seen Glo talk about her family, from what I've actually seen, I've seen her with her family, like if different places, when she posts different places, I thought that things were good and she was doing what she needed to do. She could make that decision herself though, like, hey, go do this, go do that, and she hasn't. So there's an obvious reason why.
Or create a business. But let me ask you two guys here, because you both have siblings. Do you have that same problem in your family where siblings feel like it's owed to them, like it should happen for them?
No, I don't.
No.
I love my little brother to death, but I tell him all the time, don't nobody owe you nothing, including me.
Now, other family members, yes. And I've even created jobs, like you said, a driver. My god sister, she was my driver before, you know, because she wasn't just begging me for money. She was like, yo, can you put me in position to make something? Like, is there anything I can do for you? Can I help? Can I be your assistant? Or you know, so I provided that. I mean, I created a job of a driver like years ago for her to do that, you know. But yeah, I've had family members and even friends who feel like they're
friends all the time. I know that, but they're not your real friends if that's the case.
Yeah, I've never had friends do that.
Yeah,
but I think the question is like, how much is too much? Like, when is it? Because you want to help your family, but at a certain point, it's okay to say no. And like, this shouldn't happen. My family, I don't have no family members that would ever do anything like this.
Oh, and by the way, when I see stuff like that, you are showing me exactly why Glo don't have you around.
That's what I'm saying. Glo would have made that decision a long time ago. I think this is a lot. So yeah, there's a lot going on with that still.
And like, if that Malibu run good, baby, drive it to the wheels fall off. You heard me?
Yeah. You want $2,500, so you burning bridges, getting online, throwing your sister under the bus for $2,500. Yeah. And also too, she was confusing me because, you know, I've been around Glorilla a couple of times. When I interviewed her for my Out of Context series, she had her brother with her. And her brother was like, "Yo, I read your books when I was in prison."
I know people that have been in the studio with her that said that she's brought her siblings with her before too.
I don't know.
So it might not be all her siblings; just might be just
like 10
of
them.
The loud one that want to get on social media and put you on blast. We know who our people are. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, like my family would never roach. Well, as we wrap up, you know, speaking of things on the internet, 50 Cent dropped a new DoorDash commercial yesterday that is very entertaining. Let's take a listen.
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? Delivering quality beef is more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing, and I'm always on time. Oh, it's Doug Holmes. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this weekend, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
Oh man, and he got to promote his Branson in the commercial too.
The calls, the 4 years, 50 months,
the Cocoa Puffs.
The writing is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't do beef because, you know, my cholesterol, so I take statin.
Cholesterol.
Okay.
I don't know what word you said. Cholesterol.
I like chicken.
All right.
Bless your heart.
All right. Yeah, and I didn't even get to get the Guthrie update in here for you. There was a press conference yesterday.
Y'all keep putting the internet lady name.
I know, Guthrie.
It's just hard to sit here and,
Guthrie. But yesterday in the press conference, they told us some details that I did cover in the latest with Loren LoRosa, the podcast. As
Loren LoRosa.
Thanks to Top Dog Law. I might need y'all Top Dog Law because I have someone in here that I know. There's some way I'm gonna slip and fall today.
She look like the whole farm.
Yes, we are are getting out of the segment right now.
Foghorn Leghorn, okay, the University of South Carolina mascot, okay?
Any accident, big or small, call Top Dog Law. I think I'm going to have to call them today because for sure.
No, you.
Thank you, Top Dog Law.
You, what? Me,
what?
Him, and her. Okay? That's what this is this morning.
He got to chill, yo.
Oh, my God. This is over. Why are we saying that?
You know what? Today, I think we should post, because people don't know what we're talking about, and I don't think it's fair.
They can see it on Netflix.
Hair.
Yes, so they can
Go
see
to
hair.
Netflix if you're listening so you can see my hair.
And she's still so pretty. She's
I
just
like
so
it.
pretty.
Thank you, Jess.
Yeah,
I like
you
it.
are.
You ain't say that.
I can't believe
I love it all.
No, not my hair. You didn't be like, but you still look so gorgeous.
I can't believe anything you said.
I would never say that.
I can't believe everything. Like you know, forget it. That donkey today. What we doing?
4 after the hour, man. It's the people's donkey because it's Friday, so you can call up right now and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. 1-800-585-1051. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast.
Before we go, we're gonna get on another J. Cole joint. What's the J. Cole joint where he speaks like he's Biggie and Pop?
What if?
We have What If? No, we don't have What If.
We have some clips. Well,
I thought we had the whole What If. We'll get on J. Cole records all morning long. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's your time to nominate a donkey of your own.
Remember now, it's how they choose.
Call in now, 800-585-1051.
Donkey of the day for Friday, February 6th, man. You know what we do on Fridays. It is the people's donkey. So you can call in right now and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. 1-800-585-1051. Who's this?
It's Dell from Jersey.
You said Dow?
Dell like the computer.
Oh, Dell, what's happening, Dell? Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
All of y'all and Envy get an extra one.
Damn.
Okay, why?
Because y'all had us gassed up saying that y'all hired a new director for the music, and it's the same music over and over. I'm tired of hearing that fold your clothes. I get it. Leon Thomas, tired of hearing that. Like, y'all should do every day, do some different kind of music.
Well, we try here at the Breakfast Club. You are correct. Sim is the new music director. I don't think that she has her hands on the music yet. But what do you want to hear? Let me give you a request. What you want to hear, brother?
I called in 2 days ago to hear some bouillon music. You turned it spicy.
Oh, that's you.
You said some booty music. What's
bouillon? That's what he just said. He called it bouillon because he's Dominican and he's.
If he know what it is, he told me DM him some songs. He ain't checked them DMs.
You did
get myself donkey in day to believe in that.
So you DM Envy some bouillon.
Hey yo,
what you mean? I just asked a question.
See, that's why I don't like to call up here and talk to you.
But he did.
Hey yeah. I'm 5 spicy, dead on live.
All right, I'm gonna ask Envy about the bouillon, man. See what he can do for you.
Yeah, man. Some bouillon.
Yeah, I want him to give you some bouillon, man. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Jamie. I'm calling in from Philly.
Hey, Jamie from Philly. Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
So I'm giving the biggest hee-haw to Netflix for removing the Michelle Obama's documentary Becoming from the adults list to the kids list, and they also removed the ranking after the masses started streaming this documentary, the same weekend that our current First Lady's documentary came out.
Now, hold on now, and I'm not defending Netflix, even though we're on Netflix. What I saw was Michelle Obama's Becoming surges on Netflix, and yesterday when I turned Netflix on to check and make sure Breakfast Club content was out there, they had the Michelle Obama Becoming thing going across my screen.
Yeah, but we began streaming her documentary last weekend, and it went ranked from number 8, and then it went up to number 6. And then the next day, it was removed, and it was placed in the kids section as top ranked number 4. Then once you try to type in the name of the movie title in the search bar, it wasn't coming up at all. So we began calling Netflix and by the masses to report this change, and we're waiting for them to put it back in the top 10 ranking. The only thing Netflix did was just put it in the most watched category. It's no longer ranked in the top 10, where we had it in the top 6.
Yeah.
So there's a hashtag right now on all of the socials for hashtag cancel Netflix. They have until 7 p.m. tonight to put her back into the top 10 ranking before the masses begin to cancel.
Yeah, I think once again, I think that y'all might be overreacting because I saw that the documentary rose 13,000% in views, and like I said, when I turned on my Netflix yesterday, they had a big, you know how they be having the movies floating across the screen, or the TV shows floating across the screen. They had Michelle Obama floating across my screen yesterday.
Right, but was she ranked? Did she have a ranking?
Oh, I didn't even look. I didn't even.
Number?
Yeah, I didn't look for the ranking.
She doesn't. Yeah, they just have her up there as the most watched, but she no longer has a ranking.
Gotcha.
She's not in the top 10 ranked.
Well, listen, keep doing whatever it is y'all doing, but Michelle Obama movie has definitely surged on Netflix.
Killing in the ratings.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this Chris. This Chris from Portsmouth.
Chris,
I want to get a donkey to say to myself because I got tried to work because I ain't put gas in my tire. I ain't put gas in my car. I had to put air in my tire, and I was late to work, and I got fired when I was supposed to do it last night.
Oh, see, I was already ready. I was like, you know what? You do deserve donkey today for putting gas in your tire. I don't know why you would do that. That don't make no sense. But you made but you know what though? Something like a flat tire, you can't do anything about that. I was gonna say that was a rookie mistake, but it's really not because those are like those things that happen in the morning that you can't even account for. You know?
Yeah, and I was going to do it last night, but I forgot to didn't. I didn't.
Oh, wait a minute. Do it, but so you know you needed air in your tire, but you decided not to do it last night.
Yes.
Oh, rookie mistake, bro. Yes, you deserve the biggest hit. If you need gas,
I get the big donkey. Give me the Remy Ma donkey.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake. You know if you need gas or something done the night before, you got to do it if you work early in the morning, man.
Yeah, I know. That was a dumb mistake. So give me the Remy Ma one. I don't want the regular one. I want the Remy Ma one.
I got you.
Stupid mother.
That's right. Have a great day, sir.
All right.
Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, brother Charlamagne. This is your boy, Mr. Showmoney out of Roselle, New Jersey.
What up, Mr. Showmoney? Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
I'm calling on these bitch-ass callers that be complaining about regulars getting through. If you don't want to get up in the morning and put the work in to get on the line and get past envy and get on the Breakfast Club to say your piece, that's on you. Remember telling the screeners, I'm tired of all these people calling. Let's shut your bitch ass up.
Damn.
Get up, put the work in, get on the phone, dial and start dialing, and do what you gotta do. Sometimes I gotta call 70 times before I get through. But guess what? Breakfast Club is my family. I want to get through. I want to holler. So I can put that work in.
We appreciate you, Mr. Showmoney.
That's right.
Bitching because you can't get through.
We appreciate
Where
you,
my
brother.
man DJ Envy at?
I'm here, sir.
Sugar cookie right here.
Envy. You ain't called my man yet, by the way. Put that out there.
Bro, I'm working.
Getting all this merch done.
Bro, I'm going through
African
Alibaba first.
History Month. You're doing the Guatemala thing. You're doing you got all this going on. You ain't called my man yet. Put that out. But you know I got love for you.
I got love for you, brother.
I love them yellow boys.
You God damn. Peace, Mr. Showmoney. That sounded crazy. That made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna flirt, be a little bit more, gentle with it. You know what I mean? I love them yellow boys. Crazy.
Yeah, that sounded
all right, man. That is the donkey of the day. We do it, the People's Donkey, every Friday. You can call 1-800-585-1051 and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid.
All right. Now, when we come back, we have Pastor Michael Todd and Pastor Natalie Todd joining us. We'll talk to them next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa's here as well. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, indeed.
New movie out, Relationship Goals. We have Pastor Michael and Pastor Natalie Todd in the building. Good morning.
What's going on, family? Y'all good today?
How y'all feeling? Congratulations.
Hey, thank you, man. This is an awesome moment, a crazy moment, a moment that I didn't know was going to happen, but God did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so to be here, last night we went to Times Square and saw a billboard of relationship goals wild in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, the book came out during the pandemic. The first time we did an interview was in 2020 when couldn't tour, couldn't do nothing. The book came out. and went #1 New York Times bestseller for 13 weeks.
Congratulations.
And 6 years later now, it's a movie starring Kelly Rowland. We got 1/3 of Destiny's Children, 1/9 of Wu-Tang Clan, and partnered with my brother Devon Franklin. So we're just excited to be in this moment right now.
Congratulations, couple.
Yeah.
Y'all so beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, it's, like you said, it started as a book. What made this story feel necessary to tell in film form right now?
Well, the truth of the matter is, it started as a sermon series. I was just trying to help people around me. Man, people are dealing with a lot of toxic relationships, a lot of hurt and pain around relationships, a lot of people escaping in relationships that they don't even want to be with those people, but it's a good time for just a moment to get their mind off of what's really going on.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, how can we help? So I just did it as something
in
to
a
help.
relationship.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I think the sermon series started because of our relationship.
Yeah,
and
the
honestly,
sermons-
our good friends was like, you need to do a series about relationships.
Because we've been together since we were 15 years old.
We've went through a lot. I mean, if you can imagine being with somebody through their evolution from a 14-year-old boy all the way to a grown man, there's a lot of evolution that happens in there that you have to let go and allow them to grow, myself included. But he did do more wrong than I did.
All right, go ahead and tell
I'm
us.
sorry,
Go
big
ahead and
guy.
let him
But
know.
that's
What did he do, Natalie? What
Yes,
wrong?
he lost his
Oh, come on.
mind. He lost his mind when he was 14, 15.
No, it was like 18, 19.
Oh,
20.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
20, 21. No, I just basically, we took a break because it was super. I mean, when you're 15 years old, you can't do nothing but be in love, but then ask your mom and them for a ride. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going through the motions, starts getting more serious as I'm graduating high school, about to go to college. And she's like, yo, what are we doing? And I was like,
and most women mature way faster than men, you know? So we was kind of talking about marriage.
And I was like, I don't have a credit score. So I was like, hold on, let's take a pause. And I just wanted to take a break for a second just to figure out who I was, what I wanted to do, all that other stuff. Well, when I took a break, I seen cheeks and breasts and people, and I got distracted.
Listen, you ain't got to explain to the choir.
You already know.
To the choir.
And so what ended up happening was I didn't want to be with any of those people, though.
Yeah.
I wanted to be with her, but I didn't have discipline in my life. I didn't have structure. I didn't have character. I didn't have integrity.
We didn't have mentors either.
We didn't have any of that. And so it was like, so both of us got with other people. We hurt each other. We did a whole bunch of stuff. And then we realized, like, yo.
You had to try to win me back.
What
does that happen when you break up with someone and then all of a sudden the other guy comes in and he's like kind of feeling like those little voids? It caught me in a weak moment, you know? And he was the complete opposite of what Mike was.
Complete opposite.
And actually, Mike actually
Nigga was whack.
Oh, my.
That wasn't godly, sorry. That wasn't very godly.
No, that is godly. That nigga was whack.
Not at the time.
In the name of Jesus.
Natalie, I understand. Though, in the moment, though, it felt like this is what I was waiting for. I just wish he could have done it, and then someone else is there seeming like a prize.
You know what I'm saying? And it feels like, oh, okay, that might be the answer. And they kind of swoop in. And I feel like, honestly, if you have a guy that doesn't have the best intentions, they pick up on that, like, hero kind of thing in the moment and, you know, and kind of play down the other dude. And I would never, blah, 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 blah.
All that relationship wasn't a response to just the trauma of, you know, not being with Mike no more.
Absolutely. That's what I mean. Like,
Okay,
if you've been a woman and you've, like, had a man cheat on you or leave you or whatever, like, there is definite hurt.
Vulnerability.
There is definite, you know, you're, you know, comparing yourself and judging yourself on the other girl if you find out who that is, and all those, like, natural things of just being human you feel. So if you get someone else to come in and feeling like they're filling that void, which is actually not a place for a man to feel at all, it's me. But at the time, you know, I'm young.
Yeah.
So, and we had nobody that was like another adult who had went further in relationships and had a healthy relationship to speak into that with. Yeah, there was no place for me to bounce off the thoughts. So we had to figure all this out on our own. And it was honestly 10 years of him putting drops back of trust into the bucket, because you lose it in buckets. That trust is gone.
Yeah.
But it's built back in drops. And that is a hard concept to get when you're 20-something years old or whatever, especially as a man. It's like, you know, you get that thing.
A lot
like,
of people quit. And a lot of people quit.
Yeah, you don't
the
need my
best
codes.
thing
If you trust me, like, you don't need my codes. You don't need my like, you're insecure. Blah blah
and
blah.
that's dumb. because I messed up and I had to be the person to do the work on the inside of me. And so I had a revelation, and God really challenged me to become the man that I wanted my daughters to marry.
Yeah.
And that was my wake up call. Like, it's like, what type of man would you want your daughters to marry? And I tried to become that. We didn't have kids at the time, but I knew one day we would. And so I started doing all the things.
And his genuine relationship with God.
Yeah.
And I actually shut myself in the room, and I was like, Lord, I'm not coming out this room until you give me an answer. And this is, swear to Jesus, this was, I have never experienced this since then to this degree. He literally like felt it in my like soul, like he's going to change, he's going to honor you, he's going to treat you like a rare jewel. And the crazy thing is, once we got back together years later, he literally said those words to me. And I was like, God, this is just wild.
So relationship goals is y'all story.
Yeah.
So the movie is not our story, but it's got a lot of
the book.
It's a rendition of it.
It's a lot of a lot of things that happen to us in relationship, because everybody deals with this in some way or another.
Don't matter who you are, what language you speak.
It doesn't matter. Everybody is meant for love, is meant for connection, is meant to be together with somebody, and you're trying to find that person, but a lot of people won't do the work that it takes, because it doesn't just click in like Legos.
And that's what I had to see before I came back, before I entertained anything. I had to see that the work was actually happening, and I had to know, I think the biggest guide was knowing that that work that he was doing, or the changing, how he was evolving, wasn't solely because of me. Because I'm human. I'm going to mess up. I'm not going to hit every mark that, you know, a man would want me to have. And so when I knew that his measuring gauge was higher than me, that gave me a lot of security to know that, like, at the end of the day, I know I could pray to God, and that's going to switch that whole man up, because his heart is actually devoted to him. You know,
Pastor Todd, I saw your reply to Drewski's skit about megachurch pastors, and you said it was hilarious, but it was a distraction from what you should really be focused on. Can you expound on that?
The craziest thing is, people don't realize that our word for the year, which usually we always have one at the beginning of the year, was forward. And that was before the thing even happened. Forward. And so if you can imagine what you would give advice to someone, and that you're trying to encourage them in hard times to move forward, what are words that you would say? So what are we encouraging our congregation about the word that we are saying is the word for the year? That's what he was addressing. And so some of the things that was said was like, he was talking about our word for the year, and it wasn't no reply. Believe me, in our real life, like I said,
you brought up the photo though. Well, you brought up, but you brought up the photo, and you mentioned the Rolls Royce. I think
so. What ended up happening? We're not
acting like we didn't hear it.
We don't go around anything.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
we're going through it, and so my church is a church all over the world. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we literally have members of our church all over the world. So if something happens with the extent that happened, I'm going to let them know that we good.
You framed it as a parody of a broader critique of misplaced priorities within Christian.
Completely. And so I think that there was some truth in it, holistically.
Which any person that goes to church and lives in church, we've been making jokes like this for years. Ain't nothing new or whatever, but there is definite truth.
But the link to me was something that I was a little taken back by, because we have done things in our ministry intentionally to not be in that. We don't have an offering time at our church.
And you know
we
what?
don't pass buckets.
You won't hype our ministry or yourself up or whatever. But for me, y'all, there is so much money. Our church has given, and like I said, the top of the year, word of the year, and then we also give statistics for the year prior to the church, so they know, like, finances, where we gave to, how much, how many salvations, all this stuff. And even in our local news, don't nobody come to say, like, your ministry has given over $36 million away to other ministries and other organizations. Don't nobody come and cover, like, you gave, how much did we give to the survivors of the
We bought massacre? Every survivor of the Tulsa living Tulsa race massacre. We gave them $200,000, which would have been the medium age of their house that got burnt down, and we gave it to them.
But ain't nobody covering that.
So
ain't no.
The American government gave
More than Tulsa, the city. hasn't done anything.
So again, again, me and Natalie have been pastors 11 years. In 11 years, our church was started in the hood of Tulsa, and we didn't have anything. And God blessed us to help people. And my burden was that we are going to give back to the community. And if you check the records, we have given away over $36 million in 11 years.
And
now,
he ain't gonna say.
I only said it because she said it.
I know, and you ain't gonna say, that we personally hire auditors to come audit us, because
Black excellence is not just what you see; it's how you handle business behind the scenes.
Because we know what spots like.
That's right. You like, he ain't gonna say it, but I will.
You know what I'm saying? Like we are in the spotlight. We ain't dumb. Like auditors come, and when I tell you, our friends and the people that we hired, they ain't played no games. No. You know what I'm saying? Like things was tight and right. We had to even change how we gave, because if we're giving houses just away to the widow, or there's a way you got to go about that and a way you can't, or whatever, for good things, and we had to learn that the hard way.
We had to learn that there was a way to give, because in the beginning of our ministry, when we started to bless, the Bible says to bless the orphans and the widows. We bought people houses, like $250,000 house, like this woman, and then we found out, hey, there's better ways to do
dealing
this.
with big money. There's a way the IRS wants you to do that, to give money away.
So I say all that today. All that to say is that I wasn't offended by the Drewski thing, because you could only be offended when it applies to you.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was hilarious when I saw it. I was actually off of social media the whole time. I've been on a 21-day prayer and fasting, and I actually did it. So I didn't even know what was going on, and people was coming to me like, "You good?" I was like, "Good." What are you talking
but
about?
At the same time, let's put two and two together, y'all. People are gonna tell him what is going on. So they say like, "Well, you said you weren't in social media." Well, you said it's like. There's other human beings in the world that can tell you what's happening.
But I do think there are broader conversations that have to be had, not just in the church, but outside the church, of the way that we do things. And I think that at the end of the day, critique with the right heart makes everybody better.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, like, if there's anything that I can be better at, the whole journey is progression, not perfection. I'm going to get better. The next time we come up here, we're going to be better than we was this time. Right. And so
that consistency in him is what made me stay.
Love it.
And I tell people his consistency is what I thank him for the most.
Hold on now. Don't start up here.
Your consistency to change and to be better for me and our kids and for the people that you lead. That is what makes me proud to stand next to you. No matter what. Like, because our real life, I tell you all the time, is amazing, is blessed, is actual goals. Those are the things that people actually do aspire. At the end of their lives, all these great men and women, one of the number one things they say on their deathbed is, I wish I would have put more time into my marriage and my children. Right. And I told him, I said, that's not going to be our story.
That's not going to be our story.
And that is the number one thing that he prayed before he became a pastor, with all these older saints around him. When he was about to he prayed that he would not lose his family.
That was it. And I never will.
Well, let's close this out on a prayer. Relationship Goals available right now on Prime Video. Pastor Michael, Pastor Natalie, not Todd. Let's land this on a prayer, please.
Okay, so let me say this before I pray. They made Relationship Goals number 6 on Amazon Prime in 24 hours.
Wow. I heard y'all were headed to number 1.
So I hope it's from your mouth to God's ears.
Might be number 1 by the time this ends.
Hey, y'all, if we want to keep getting good,
positive,
black, hopeful, black stories told, we gotta support. They don't care nothing about opinions, they care about numbers.
Right. Yes.
And so even if y'all have a watch party, I just want to say on the Breakfast Club, everybody stream it on their phone too. Like, turn it down.
It's numbers. It's all about numbers.
No, I mean, we gotta be smart, y'all, because this is not a step just for us or Devon Franklin or Kelly. This is a step for all of us to be able to make impact in big ways. And so grateful for that. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pray that everybody wins in relationships. So God, me and Natalie, we come here with Charlamagne, Loren, DJ Envy, Father God, and Jess, and we're asking that you would make all of us better in relationships. God, I'm asking that every marriage, every single season, every situationship, everything, Father God, that is hurting or hard right now, I thank you that you would speak into it and bring hope, life, and transformation. Today, Father, for the person who feels lonely, I thank you that you would be a comforter. Father, for the person who feels forgotten, I thank you, Father, that you're sending right relationships into their life. And God, for the person who's in a relationship and they don't know if it needs to end or not, would you send them confirmation? God, I thank you that you would use this platform to bring people ultimately closer to you, because you should be everybody's number one relationship goal. Bless this station, bless these people, bless all of their families. And I thank you, Father God, for all you're doing in our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, there you have it.
We love
the
y'all.
Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey.
It's time for Pastor Oaks.
Go, 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 DJ, cause that's my DJ. Say go, DJ, cause that's my DJ.
Yeah, DJ comes
Big Nyla, Symone.
Hey, girl.
Study Brewster.
What is Study Brewster?
Study Brewster
A
is
stud
crazy.
that dress real fly.
I don't know what she's talking about.
He is a clown.
First
That's
of
what
all,
I'm trying
don't
to say.
hate on my 85 South tour jacket. You know I was a tour
Fire.
jacket.
Salute to my guys, 85 South Show.
Yes. So, okay, but let's get into the music. As you know, today is the day that the Fall Off dropped. So we're going to start with Cole's 2-6.
It's cool.
Yes.
I only,
Okay,
I only
okay.
heard the first disc. But
That was on the first one.
I know that's the intro.
Yeah, that was the intro. That was on the first one.
I like it.
How
He
you
definitely
like the
fit
second? Is
in.
that the first intro or the second song?
That's the second song.
Second song. How you like J. Cole album? I know you're a J. Cole stan.
Let's listen to the whole thing.
Man, you
yet.
can't. There's no way you can have a review. That album is an hour and 41
Let her
minutes.
speak.
It came out at midnight.
I didn't get the chance to listen to the full thing because
Exactly.
I was DJing, but I did like play first verses, go to the next, play first verses, go to the next. So
What you think
out
so
of
far?
just me skimming while I was DJing, I did like that record, Safety.
Safety's
and then
dope.
I like the Burning Blue.
When he's driving down Burner Something Road.
Something with Tim.
But this is exactly
Yeah.
why you don't do reviews when an album comes
Well,
out at
yeah.
midnight and it's 2 hours long. Everybody relax.
Safety's
Yeah,
dope. I like
and
Safety.
it's a very lengthy, lot of storytelling. It was a
Yeah.
lot to try to digest at the club. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this ain't the scene for it. But either way, you know, I'm having this album listening party at the Brooklyn Public Library for everybody who wants to listen, so we can, you know, do a deeper dive and listen to the project. But more new music. I usually start with the R&B. But I was just excited, so I got distracted. But Sasha Keeble dropped this fire-ass record this week. It's called Healing.
Fire.
Yeah, I love it.
So-
That's a
Fire.
vibe. You know,
Okay.
I love those
Fire.
jams.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And Ella May also dropped her project today. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, so I'm gonna highlight a record next week. But Brent Faiyaz announced that he's gonna be dropping his project next week on the 13th, and it's
Hey.
executive produced by Raphael Sadiq.
That's,
Oh, that's dope.
fire.
Nuts.
Shout out to Brent Faiyaz.
That's
That's my
dope.
Maryland
That's dope.
brother.
Yeah, salute to the DMV. But he dropped one single off of it, and it's called Have To.
That's Brett singing?
Did
Yeah.
he put like something on his voice, like
yeah,
the little?
he be doing that sometimes.
I ain't
Say
never
go
hear
get
him
a
do
girl.
that, but
I don't know. This is executive produced by Raphael Sadiq. Let's trust, you know, the legends in their good hands. And it's also
I ain't gotta trust nothing. Your boy J. Cole said he want to get in the studio with some of these legends so he can help them. You see, I ain't even listened to the album.
Huh?
I know, y'all ain't listened to the
That
album.
is crazy.
They ain't listened to the album. It's the last song on the first disc. Exactly.
Well, I told you I was DJing. I couldn't. It was
couldn't
a,
hear. I
it was a
figured you
lot
were
of
heard.
storytelling to try to digest in the club.
And I'm not saying I have a problem with that record. I'm just saying I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Well, he did that. He did that on his last project, Larger Than Life.
So what is it, like the divine feminine and sacred masculine? Like what are you doing?
I don't know if it's like that. I think it's probably more like when Cole does Kill Edward, where he just uses a deeper voice effect on it. I don't know. Let's have him on the Breakfast Club so we can find out. How about that?
Brenda's welcome anytime.
I also would like to say Chad Hugo is producing on that project as well, so I think that's cool.
That's dope.
But my last record is from Trap Dickie and Key Glock called Down South.
Let's go Trap. Let's go
I
Trap.
like that.
That's been out,
Huntsville, South Carolina's
I like
own.
that.
My guy Trap Dickie. He got one.
that's been out for a couple
fire.
weeks. That's dope. I
He
like
got
that
one
record.
with Key Glock. Salute to Trap Dickie.
Damn.
Well, if you guys like those records, make sure you guys follow me at Nyla Symone, NYLA SYMONEEE on Instagram. Check out CertifiedVibe.com. It's in my bio. I got a playlist with all these songs on there, plus more. We're currently doing like feature artists covering the playlist. So Planet Giza is doing it. Their album is also fire. We sprinkle it into the playlist, but definitely check it out. And then tonight, I'll see you guys at the Brooklyn Public Library.
Is it gonna be a
All right.
silent listening party?
No, why would it?
Oh,
You stupid. All right.
Yeah, clown.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. The mix is up next. It's Valentine's Day. What you doing? I know it's very things are very expensive, and you might not have a lot of money. So we came up with this idea called the Boo Baskets. Now the Boo Baskets are a bunch of small things in a basket that your spouse will love, right? So let's just say I was getting one for, let's say, Charlamagne, right?
No.
I would get him like a fragrance,
No,
some
thank
cozy loungewear.
No, thank you.
Skincare.
I'm good.
You know, maybe a rose, something like that that's comfy for him.
Fine.
Some comfy socks, some candles, things like that. You know what I mean?
I don't need you to do any of that.
And you could do that for your boo as well. All right? And Macy's makes it easy to pull this together in one stop, whether it's fragrance, beauty, cozy layers, candles, accessories, even the basket itself, so you can build something meaningful right now without overthinking or waiting on shipping. You better be getting me something back too.
I'm going to get you the same thing that I got you last year for Valentine's Day.
What?
Not a goddamn thing.
Boo,
okay?
But humbug. All right. Now it's Black History Month. What we getting into today?
Listen, man, salute to my guy, B. Daht. You know, every day during Black History Month, B. Daht does a podcast called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either on the Black Effect Podcast Network. And today he's going to tell you about the man who invented the color TV, and he didn't even have one or receive any compensation for it. Let's discuss.
The man who invented color TV didn't even own one. Welcome back, know-it-alls, to another episode of the most anticipated podcast on the Black Effect Podcast Network, especially in February, entitled, I Didn't Know. Maybe you didn't either. I'm your host, B. Daht, and my cash app is B.TV if anybody's feeling generous. To kick off today's episode, we will start as we always do with 3 of the most useless facts you'll never need, never, not a day in life. Your first useless fact. Color televisions. They didn't become widespread until the 1960s, a full decade after the technology existed. Your second useless fact. The core technology that made color TV stable and affordable was invented decades earlier. And your third useless fact, the black man who helped make it possible couldn't even afford a color television himself. Speaking of color televisions, we just moved our son to his honors dorm because he finished his first semester with a 3.78 GPA. And you would think with a GPA that high that he would be smart. At least I did. Until after unloading his car, we realized that he had laid his flat screen television in the bottom of his trunk and then packed his drawers and shoes and clothes and snacks on top of the television in the trunk. And of course, we had to go over 3 huge speed bumps to get to the honors dorm. Moral of the story is, Isaiah needs a new television. But my question to you is, do you know who made color TVs possible? Because I didn't.
I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know.
All right, let's talk about color television. Because when we think about it, we think about family rooms, Super Bowls, sitcoms, cartoons, culture. What we don't think about is the man who made it possible. Otis Frank Boykin. Otis Boykin. He was an electrical engineer and an inventor whose work on electrical resistors and signal control devices made television signals, especially color signals, stable, affordable, and reliable. Now let me break it down to you like a 5-year-old. Before Boykin's improvements, televisions was OD expensive. Only the rich people had them. They were unstable, the signals was jumping all over the place, and of course they were overheat. I mean legit fire hazards in your living room. They was inconsistent in signal quality. Watching one of your favorite shows was like watching through a migraine. Color TV wasn't just about adding color. It needed precise control of electrical currents. You couldn't just paint the signal rainbow and call it a day. Boykin invented a wire precision resistor that improved signal clarity. It reduced interference. It lowered production costs. And the best part, it didn't catch your damn house on fire. And that last one was very important. But the components he designed wasn't just for televisions. It was for radios, computers, pacemakers. Yeah, the thing to keep your heart beating. And military missile guidance systems. This man's work is keeping Mima alive and protecting the country. How we never knew his name? Now here's the part that makes the episode hurt a little. Despite holding 26 patents and revolutionizing consumer electronics, Otis Boykin never owned a color TV. Not because he didn't believe in it, not because he didn't want one, but because the wealth that was generated from his inventions, he didn't see none of that money. His designs was licensed. His components were mass produced. Companies got rich. He got recognition late and not nearly enough compensation. See, this is the other side of innovation in America. Black inventors build the future, but don't always get to live comfortably in it. And Carter G. Woodson warned us about this 100 years ago.
If you don't document who built what, somebody else will claim it. If you don't control the narrative, someone else will rewrite it. And if you don't own the means of production, you just produce something for someone else's means.
So every time you watch a color screen, whether it's your TV, your phone, your tablet, that laptop you pretending to work on right now, just remember a black man helped make that possible, even if he never got to sit back and enjoy it himself. And I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
Now, I got to tell you about Macy's. Macy's got a lot of new things that's going on. The new Coach bag, right, can go exactly with Lauren's hair, right? I can see it. The Coach bag, they got the little slouch. Boom.
Why, it look like cheap leather?
Damn. Now, YSL got the berry crush fragrances if that's what you're into. Now, you can also get a heart-shaped La Crusade. Yeah, that is the cooking stuff, right? And my wife loves that. They also have like a heart rope frame necklace, like a little necklace. It's 10 karat gold, so it ain't crazy expensive. But there's dope things that you can get at Macy's, all right? So Macy's is the destination for getting everything you need for Valentine's Day. So get to your local Macy's this Valentine's Day. And of course, Valentine's Day is on the 14th of February. Love is love. Now, Jess, you said you have a fact that we don't know.
Absolutely. Did y'all know that the real banana fruit, went extinct between 1950 and 1960?
Yes, I did. Because of the Panama disease.
Oh my God, yeah, that's what they were there. Okay. All right, but I'm just saying, a lot of people don't know this. Just because you know something and you know something does not mean the whole world knows it, okay?
Yes, the Panama disease was a fungus and it wiped out plantations of bananas.
Oh my God, yes, and the crops were destroyed. That's why you never see monkeys with bananas no more. When the last time you seen a monkey with a banana?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
If I was white and racist, I could make a great joke right now, but I won't.
Wow. So the ones that y'all are eating, the bananas that y'all are eating, including this one, is genetically modified. Y'all. They make these in a lab.
I didn't know none of that, Jess. You just taught me that.
Thank you so much.
I don't know how you know it. Where'd you learn that?
In Delaware.
I read.
So, what did you read? Like, what did you randomly read that told you about the original banana?
I don't know. This is a regular. I don't know, something you read up. Like, it might have been on a Snapple bottle or something.
No.
Yes,
we learned it in school.
I didn't learn that.
I was born in 1978, so 1960 was not that far.
Oh, you saw it happen?
Wow.
No, I didn't see it happen.
Oh, because you was born after.
I know you ain't talking. Okay, first of all, did you know that hens? You want to know some fun facts about hens?
Tell me.
No.
Tell us.
I don't have time.
Me neither.
Just thank you, because I really didn't know that.
All right.
So when y'all eating them, just know that they not real. Now, I don't know how bad they are for you. I'll have that fact for you next week, but
bananas are good for you.
Huh?
Potassium.
Yeah, potassium is good for you.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, they made in the lab, y'all.
Yeah, bananas?
Yes, scientists make bananas. They're genetically modified. This ain't from the tree.
They are bananas from trees.
In Jamaica, but not here. Y'all are so damn dumb.
What is you talking about,
in Jamaica?
Man?
Yes, I've seen a banana tree in Jamaica. So we know that they're not extinct over there.
I'm not messing with it. Don't argue. Don't argue!
No, for real. Now you see how you looking? They don't even know.
I do know. I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Okay, all right. It's Black History Month. You guys will be getting facts like the one Jess just gave you out at the American Dream Mall this weekend.
Right.
Absolutely positively free. Bring the family out. We're going to be hosting a bunch of panels. Artists will be pulling up to speak. I know Fetty Wap is coming. Honey Baby. Who else? Zeddy Will. It's a bunch of different panels. We're going to be talking to Fetty about being in the industry with having a disability. We're going to be talking to Honey Baby, how she came. We're going to have a father's panel, an HBCU panel. We're going to be teaching kids how to double dutch perform. There's going to be a lot going on at the mall.
Panel?
Huh?
That's nice. Y'all have a Black Dads panel?
Black Dads panel, all that.
I love that.
So we're going to, like I said.
A what panel?
A Black Dads panel.
So you ain't on it. Y'all really going to keep letting this Dominican do this? And not say nothing, and he just get a more egregious every day, like a Black Dad panel. You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
What are you doing? Let's tell us what you're doing. As a Dominican man, what are you doing?
I'm not Dominican.
And you know it's Dominican Heritage Month right now.
Every day you add something.
Black. So I'm gonna be hosting. Lauren's gonna be hosting with me. The first half
Why
of
you
it.
say black so hard?
Girl, we say it like you're not black.
Exactly.
We're gonna be. We actually have these young kids that are gonna be hosting the first part of it, where they're gonna be hosting their own panels about streaming and getting into the things that they're doing. So we're gonna have the young kids doing panels as well. It's gonna be fun. So it's free. Bring the family out. And there's going to be a bunch of vendors out there that are black-owned businesses that'll be selling some stuff. What?
The station is also posting the event. I just want you to know that this photo of you is a little spicy.
It looks horrible. I don't know why they picked that photo. It looks stupid. Spicy. There's so many other photos that look a lot better.
That look over your shoulders.
I know one thing. That hat you wearing in that photo, please bring for Lauren to wear tomorrow. In case you don't get to see Q today.
Damn.
But I like it, though. I like the hair, Lauren.
She's not going back to
Oh, wow. Hell. Somebody just said something racist on the chat.
That's the white person.
Yeah, probably. He said, well, I mean, I'm not going to see what he said. He just said, I just seen him. Never mind. All right. Well, you got a positive note?
I do, man. And it's Black History Month, so today's positive note, it comes from the great Martin Luther King Jr., man. And Martin Luther King Jr. once said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Y'all have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.